Howdy y'all, Blake here from the Yukon Cowboy, and today I got a very special review for everyone, okay? So, if y'all recall, I made a video, I think a few months ago now, or so, and one of y'all commented if I did a review yet on the Origin or BraveStarr jeans. So, I've seen that comment, and I'm like, let me see if I could get a hold of Origin, pants, right? And, well, a few months later, Origin had a sale. And all their jeans, $76. And so, Father's Day was coming up, and I'm like, okay, what am I going to do for Father's Day? Now, please note, okay, that, right now, if you go to their website, you see they will be expensive, right? That's when I realized, oh, I could get my dad new jeans, because he has a crap ton of jeans in his closet, if I'm honest with all of y'all, right? And since I live in South Florida, I thought it would only make sense to get him the Delta Flex. And I did. I got him the Delta Flex. And so, not only that, but they arrived rather pretty fast, honestly, which shocked me. And I got him that for Father's Day, and he likes them. He loves them. That's it. So, he's at work right now. And I know what y'all thinking, but Blake, why didn't you get him the Maverick jeans? So, well, here's the thing, right? He likes the nice jeans, right? He has, most of his closet is, 100% cotton jeans, right? So I thought, because he doesn't really wear jeans in the summer. I do, though. I do. But he doesn't, right? So, to me, it would only make sense. At least to me, though. At least to me. I don't know about anyone else. But it would only make sense that I would, buy him stretch denim. That's why I'm like, let me get him some stretch pants. So, that's what I did. And in case you're wondering, there's a difference between the Mavericks that I found out, and I myself, I'll be honest, right now, did I know the difference between the Maverick jeans and the Delta Flex? Yes, but also no, right? So, the Delta Flex has 84% cotton, right? So you would think, oh, that's more it's a heavier weight. Wrong. I was flabbergasted because the Maverick jeans, they have 70% cotton, 20% polyester, no, 28% polyester, my bad, I'm sorry, and 2% spandex. And I'm like, how is this heavier than the Delta? So, the Delta, on the other hand, has 18% polyester, and 2% spandex in them. So I'm like, what in the world, right? And I know what you're thinking. So, why is that, lighter than the Mavericks when the Mavericks has, 10% less denim? My theory is that the Maverick is made to be more flexible, right? Because if you think about it, look at Ariat. Look at Ariat. Just hear me out. Ariat makes stretch denim. They don't make a lot of 100% cotton jeans. They don't. Let's be honest right now. Same goes with Cinch sometimes. I mean, okay. Hold on. Let me correct that. Cinch makes both 100% cotton jeans, but they also make that Arena Flex crap, right? Now, please know, I did not test the Arena Flex at all yet. but from what I know, is the Arena Flex people kind of get a bit pissed off sometimes, right? Because they all think, oh, but stretch denim is weaker than 100% cotton. Well, not necessarily. It depends on the manufacturer, the ounce. The thicker the denim, the stronger it will be. That's what people need to realize. For instance, I used to wear Levi's. When I first started my channel, I used to wear Levi's. And those stretch denim by Levi's were like 98, 99% cotton. It was 11.5 ounce, I believe. I could be wrong though. But at the same time though, I used to wear them a crap ton, and I can assure you right now that Levi's stretch denim, when I used to wear Levi's, they held up right. The only negative is that they didn't hold up as much as the 100% cotton jeans, right? I just prefer 100% cotton better. I think it's just because I'm so used to like stiffness, but oh well. So here's and I know you've been waiting, so let me get up there. Hold on. Okay. Alright, this is it. The Delta Flex by Origin USA. Now, I got the color is a dark stonewash, right? They have, in the Delta Flex, they have black, they have dark stonewash, which is the one I'm holding right now, and I believe they have a medium wash, they call it, or so, but this is it. The color is by far incredible. And just to show y'all what I'm talking about by the Flex, this is, okay, hold on, where's the tag? Hold up, my bad. This is a relaxed fit I got on. Size is a 34 in the waist, 34 in length. So let me just find the tag for y'all, okay? Alright, here we go. 86% cotton, 12% polyester, and 2% lycra. I'm sorry, I don't know how to pronounce that. Lycra or something. Here, I'll show you. Hold on. You might not see it, but that's 2% lycra, or however you pronounce it. I'm sorry, but I really can't pronounce that. So, here's the cool part. I think they're using natural indigo, right? Because the pockets are a bit blue here. And here, they're like stained a bit. Now, the pockets are very deep too. They really are. So, mind you, you would think 86% cotton wouldn't be as stretchy. Oh, think again, look. That's incredible. And I'm impressed. I'm quite impressed with this. I really am. And then they're like triple stitched too. Look, do you have a triple stitch here for, reinforcement, durability, and I can kind of see why. Because what if, just hear me out, what if someone does work in these? For instance, light, like very, very light work, like, I don't know, gardening or something. Not agriculture, like farming, gardening, no, I mean like gardens, right? You could wear this if you're a garden type of person. It has a full grain leather patch, And before you ask, oh, is it like, stamped in? It's not really stamped. It's not really stamped in there. It's like kind of a... You know those things they have now that laser type of crap? That's what it is. And it feels like it too. Made in the USA. What it's known for. And then they also have this. For, the belt. They have, hold on, how many belt loops? 6 belt loops. And another thing that kind of shocks me about this company is, so of course they do their crap different, right? Here we go, YKK zipper. So it's brass hardware, and it's really, for that, I guess a nice touch to it. It's a nice subtle detail that I like, and it just goes with the color. Then there's also their signature for their jeans, the back pockets, which are what they call the shark fin pockets. And honestly, I could see these, revolutionizing some styles for denim. You could kind of see it slanted. Hold on, let me try to. It's slanted this way, so you could reach in better, right? I kind of like that though. I do. I think it's a clever and a smart idea, because if you have a ruler or something, you could have easier access. So, another thing is that, and this is another thing that kind of got me, impressed with Origin, is their rivets. They actually use rivets. They're not those fake rivets that are like nickel or, faux brass or whatever you call it. No, this is actual brass or copper, I think. No, it's copper, my bad. So look, I'll show you. You see that? Right there. Those are actual copper rivets. And it's impressive because not many people use actual copper rivets anymore. I mean, Wrangler does. They do. Levi's, I don't think that's actual copper rivets, but I could be wrong. But this alone, the way they place them, it just shows that they are actually doing it. They're trying to prove that you can make great quality products in the United States without any, imports whatsoever. No. So, of course, there's the, the button here for the pant. And the triple stitch inseam goes to the leg too. Now, me personally, I think I know what they're doing, right? They're doing it because, and this is what I've seen, okay? They believe they can make products in the US without any compromise, such as imports or sacrificing durability, material. No, they don't want to do that. So now, if you look at it this way, let me just look up, I'm looking up right now, just to be safe. Here we go. You could have got these for $76 the week before last week, because of, if you don't know, for those who are in, Canada, Denmark, or all around the world, for all my subscribers around the world, it's actually the 250th anniversary for the United States, if y'all didn't know, and Origin decided to kind of celebrate it by doing a sale where some of their stuff was $76. Made in the USA. Here we go. Their jeans are 100% made in the USA. the cotton and fabric from North Carolina, and they're made in North Carolina too. So they have a factory in North Carolina. That's, honestly, that's pretty good. If I'm honest, that's pretty good. So, these are basically made in North Carolina, USA. Now, I will say this. Do I think these should be used as work jeans? This is the big question. Should these Delta Flex jeans be used as work jeans? And honestly, here's how I see it, right? Do I think you should work in these, to be honest? If it's like, okay, if it's heavy work, no. Because, think about it, this is a lighter ounce, right? This is 8.5 ounces of denim. They're Delta Flex fabric. So, the only apprehensive part that I have is, because it's so light, right? It's also prone to, like, let's create a situation here. If you work in oil rig or so, or in an oil field, you don't have to worry about them getting dirty, no. But what you really have to worry about is the fact that they're prone to, like, ripping in a way, right? Because if you use this for heavy work, like construction, ranching or so, they're gonna tear. Because I feel like these would tear because of, the fabric, the ounce of denim. Mind you, it's 8.5 ounce of Delta Flex denim. And also because not only is it super light, but I wouldn't say it's like, well, it's thin, but not like thin as like the frickin' Wrangler Retros. Heck no. They feel thicker than the Wrangler Retros, in fact. Like, they're better quality, but they're still thin. So you have to be real careful. Now, could you use these in medium work? Theoretically, you could, right? But if I was near, I don't know, barbed wire or so, we all know damn well they're going to rip. So you kind of, it's a 50-50 if it's medium work. But if it's light, like very, very light work, like, I don't know, loading up your pickup truck, or doing some maintenance in your backyard or front yard, see, that's light work. You don't really have to worry as much, right? Because it's very light. So it all depends. So my recommendation is, please do not use this for the heavy work. But use this for, like, light work. Like, just, I don't know, work at home, I guess you could say. Like, backyard, front yard work, gardening, or so. That's how I see it, right? But could these be used as dress pants? They could. They could. Actually, I'm going to be honest, I think they can. Because if you get this in black, if I'm honest, you could get these in black, and I don't think anyone's going to think they're jeans. Hear me out. If you were to get the Delta Flex, right, you remove this, and you remove this, they're not going to look like jeans. They're going to look like tuxedo pants. Simple, but better, and comfortable. That's how I see it, at least, right? So, yeah. You could absolutely and definitely use these as, like, dress jeans or so, I guess you could say. You could use this for light work, or if you just want to be, if you want to be a hipster or so, you could wear these on a daily. Like, if you don't want thick jeans for some reason, you could definitely wear these, for sure. If you don't want to wear Wranglers because they're too thick. But other than that, these are definitely pretty good for the price, so. Now, I will say, can these replace Wrangler or Cinch or Levi's or so, hear me out. I want everyone to hear me out on this, okay? I know it's gonna sound very weird what I'm about to say, but could these replace Levi's? Yes, absolutely. Could these replace Wrangler or Cinch though? Absolutely not. And I say that with all honesty right now, because just because it's made in USA, and I know I might get some backlash for this. Oh boy. Just because it's made in USA doesn't mean it's always the best. And hear me out. Hey, hear me out. Look, here's how I see it. Most items that are made in the USA, most are the best, right? But not always, right? For instance, the best items that are made in the USA is, of course, cowboy hats. Why not? Outerwear made in the United States is just fantastic. Like Filson, they make their wool garments in the United States. Schaefer, they don't really at the moment anymore, and that's what I know. But jeans made in the US are just amazing. However, with these though, on the other hand, like I said, just because it's made in the US doesn't mean it's always the best, right? And I say that with all honesty right now. For instance, these are, as I like to see, more of dress denim, I guess you can call it, right? Because they're lighter and they're not as thick, right? And even, actually, in fact, the founder of Origin even said himself, you can't really work in these as much, right? Like, you can do light work, but not the heavy work. No, that's gonna just, no. So, I'd say, if I ever had the option between the Delta Flex, or the 47, or the 13MWZ by Wrangler, or the Cinch Silver Label, I would have to pick, in all honesty, I'd rather pick the 47MWZs over this. I'm dead serious. Because I'd rather be safer than sorry. I'd rather have a stiffer denim and, you know, not have to worry about ripping, right? Now, will these rip? I don't think so, right? But still, at the same time, I just am more into the thicker denim because I know damn well that they're gonna hold up a lot better in a heavy work environment. That's how I see it, right? Now these, like I said, this would work better for lighter work, like gardening and all, right? That's just how I see it, though. Now, I know what you're thinking. Are you gonna try them on? I will try these on, okay? And I will show you. And here's the only negative that I have is leg opening. They're not gonna really fit in your boots, if I'm honest. But hey, look, I swear, if you guys buy these expecting a, you know, a larger leg opening, no. Because you're either gonna be looking at Beyonce at a freaking concert, showing her butt and all that, or you're gonna look like Garth Brooks. Come on. But let me try these on. Now, I'll show you personally. And this is just, I already know I'm gonna get flamed in the comments, okay? So no flaming. No. This is what I was talking about. You could see the boot line, right? And this is why I say I don't think these would be good with cowboy boots, right? But these could be good with JKs, Knicks, or LL Beans, right? But cowboy boots, no. I'm gonna be honest. So if you're flaming me in the comments, really? I mean, come on, man. This is, you know, where they sit. They're a bit lower in the waist, I guess you could say, right? And honestly, I'm not wearing a belt just to show y'all, right? But they fit good. They fit good. Now, these are my dad's, mind you. I'm normally a 35 or so, in the 100% cotton jeans, right? But in these, if you get a 34, you're perfectly fine because they're that flexible. Look, simple. So yeah, would I recommend you get them? Only if you're doing light work or you just want nicer jeans, right? So I hope that answered y'all's questions. So make sure you guys like the video. Make sure you guys like and subscribe to the YouTube channel. I'll leave a link down below to both jeans, actually, the Mavericks and the Delta Flex. But most importantly, I will also, by far, also, I actually have something to say. And that is that, basically, since y'all have been, you know, patient with me, I guess you could say, and all that, I guess. You guys been patient and all. So, I have some exciting news. I am looking at going to Arizona this fall. I'm looking at it, right? Because, honestly, you know, I already know that you guys are going to say, oh, why are you so picky with your hats? Well, I thought I should answer this one too, because someone asked me this, actually. I'm picky because I like good quality, not terrible one. Not crappy quality at all. And I'm definitely, if I do go to Arizona this fall, I'm definitely going to go to Watson Hat Shop. Because I heard they make the best of the best in the business. Because you guys don't see it, but the Bowman, I even contacted Parker himself. And he still hasn't replied to me. I texted him in December or so. And nothing. Nothing. It's like, wow, this is great. Like, this has its, like, scratches and all. Now, will I still use this? Yes, right? But not as often now. So if I get a Watson Hat Shop, I'm probably going to take this with me because I want this same exact brim. The crown might be a bit different. It might be a little bit deeper, right? But I want to at least get the same brim and all because I like that. It really fits my head better. But at the same time, I am looking at going to Arizona. And if I do go, I'm definitely going to try to get videos of, like, me in Arizona, right? So, yeah. Now, I'm also doing a sale as well on my eBay. So in case you guys, need actual boots, I am actually doing a sale right now on my eBay. Just, to help everyone out. And I know what you're thinking. Oh, you only sell this stuff so you can make money. No, I'm not, actually. I'm selling them because, one, I need to get rid of them, right? Two, I'm trying to help people. I don't care about money. I don't, okay? I just want to help people. It's simple. But most importantly, I don't lie to people, right? I'm being honest about the origin jeans. Okay, that's my thoughts, right? If you have your own thoughts, that's great, right? I mean, some people might agree with me on here, so... But hey, I'm just saying. Now, I am going to be looking into... if I go to Arizona, I will definitely do a review on the Watson Hat Shop beaver hats, right? I'm also gonna get myself a new pair of jeans as well, either from Origin or Wrangler, right? That's because my Cinch Silver labels, they're like 2 years old, right? 2 years. No hole, no tear, but they've been worn all the frickin' time. And I've been happy with them. I have, right? And they last me a good long time. I will still wear them, right? But I'm just looking at, we're doing a review on Wranglers, right? And most importantly, someone told me about the 47 NWZs. So I'm definitely going to look into getting a pair of 47 NWZs by Wrangler. And I will definitely see if it's, true that the 47 MWZs are better than the 13 MWZs. And I am also looking at getting some. I'm trying to get a hold of BraveStar's Mojave Western Fit. So those I'm trying to do, because if I can, I will do this. And I'm being honest. If I can get a hold of the Mojave Western Cut by BraveStar, the 47 MWZs in a 35 waist, which is very hard to get. It's embarrassing. But if you guys know any places where I can get a 35 in the waist and 38 in length, please tell me in the comments. Because if I can get them, I will do a whole comparison on every single denim company. Origin, Cinch, Wrangler, BraveStar. Simple. And I will show it on my YouTube channel when I do, right? So, yeah. And I know what you're thinking. Oh, Blake, why are you wearing a tank? Well, I'm doing my laundry. And it's freaking hot out. If you guys don't know, if you live in Florida or so, you know damn well it's hot like crap out. So, well, I hope you all enjoyed this video. Make sure to like and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Follow me on Facebook and Instagram, and definitely on TikTok. And I will see y'all next time. Keep it wild.